Oh man, this guy went to college. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Well, roast video incoming. I hope you're having a legendary grand day. And welcome back to another year, another time where 8 years. And I don't doubt it's been over a decade at this point, or at least a decade, of harassment, cyberbullying that YouTube allows. So, good job, YouTube, I guess. You know, it's not like I've told you about this and warned you about this. It's not a good look for the platform. It's unprofessional. It's these people are illiterate and uneducated, very obviously. No research is done at all, and just straight up, just completely unprofessional. And this isn't good for business. This isn't good for, you know, whether you have morale or not. This is just not appealing to in any form to anybody. And yet, you know, it's just not enough. It's just like the iDubbbz Rice Gum thing that I keep bringing up. It's exactly like that. It's just not enough to have thousands of subscribers and super chats. It's just not enough, huh? You just gotta keep freaking telling me about it. You gotta oh, freaking, I don't want you in my life, but I'm gonna block you on all platforms, and I'm also going to comment. So, and if it's not even him, it's like, what are they doing? And you put that into perspective, it's mad about video games, and both of them are. I mean, it's the whole reason that the little gamer group is even collaborating as it is. So it's just very funny and kind of cringe that it exists like that, but whatever. So I made a video that I made, and it was called Everybody Hates Zach. And yet, once again, they did not message me. Once again, no one has talked to me about this. They just straight up wanted to comment again. They don't have the balls. There's no courage, completely insecure. They just have to hide in my comment section on a fake account. They just have to hide because if YouTube sees them, it's like the freaking light sees them. And it's like, you know, them freaking these people trying to escape the prison that they are in. And it's like those little lighthouse things around the prison. And the light sees them. That's YouTube. If YouTube sees them, right back to the prison they go of their own pretty much demise. Because let's be completely real. I don't see this on anybody else, so, and I have the Master Sword, so I mean, that should tell you something, for one. I mean, come on. I can go freaking and bring up millions of points while they just withdraw and white flag. You know, they can't handle it. And because these people cannot handle success and seeing that, jealousy and envy comes in. And it happens when these people aren't people that like the same things I do. I like YouTube. I like Call of Duty. I like playing Call of Duty. I like making content on it. They don't like that. Matter of fact, I love my fans more than a lot of things. And they're not in it for the fans. I mean, just look at Joshua for an example. He's not in it for the fans. He's not in it for anything but his own self-gain. He's in it for that. And when you find other gamers, casual gamers, that are in it for themselves, that's where a little gamer group will be formed. And boom, just like that, that's where these people are from. Getting mad about video games, going completely mental and psychotic, showing sociopathic tendencies even, because if the public ever saw them, if they actually had fans, and if they actually got views, and if anybody saw them from the public, they would feel the same exact way as I do, thinking that they need to do better themselves. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of issues there. But, you know, it's extremely current. And then, so, yeah. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and see this comment, because they just can't get off my D. They cannot, you know, be straight. For some reason, they want to just completely keep doing this. I've already said no, for one. For two, I'm obviously straight myself. I don't swing that direction. And they just can't take the hint. So, with that said, let's go ahead and check out this comment. It just doesn't make sense of what they're saying here. It's just something to comment and just to BS. So obviously in my reply, because they want to talk about all this other stuff. So you can't talk to me due to you not wanting to talk to me, and then blocking me, and yet here you are in my comment section in 2025, 8 years it's been since we was around each other. Not very far in that success you know so much about. Huh? And I was writing that while I was walking, so I actually got to add no. But, yeah. And one of my favorite parts, he calls what is going on an argument. If one side has already won, that's my side, and I don't really think they're sides, but if, let's say, because he thinks they're sides, let's say they're sides. He's saying that it's an argument. It can't be an argument if I'm the only one making points, backing it up, and not claiming anything with no backup, without making accusations, allegations, without paperwork, documentation, proof, evidence. I've shown what has already been shown. Copying my content, YouTube allows that, apparently. Cyberbullying and harassment, YouTube allows that. How's that going to be good for business? If you have sponsors and all this, you think that's a good look for you? Think that's a good look on your image? You make so much money, and you publicly show negative aspects of everything and toxicity. And you think that's going to be good. You think that's going to drive people to your channel. You think that's going to get people to buy your merch. Let's ask people in real life, who really knows who you are? And this is a question for the entire Little Gamer group. Doesn't matter who, I don't even know who Dark Wario's real name is. I'm just going to call him Victor or something. Random Mexican kid. If he draws pictures for people in real life, cool, good. What does that have to do with Mario, for one? What the heck does that have to do with Nintendo? What the heck does that have to do with gaming? If he's drawing pictures, it's cringe. It doesn't make sense. He's like, oh, I get people to freaking ask me to do pictures and draw for them. Cool, wow, congratulations. They want to see circles on a piece of paper. You know, he acts like what he does is completely, takes real artistry, takes real skill to do. It's just, it doesn't really make any sense to me. So that's just an example. While as these other kids be making content, and these randoms be making content on casual gaming, they play casually, and they upload it, and they act like they've dropped world records. They act like they've won freaking trophies and tournaments and have all these achievements, accolades. And if none of that's shown, then how can they call me out and say that I don't have any of that, or that I don't do this, or I don't do that? How come they don't back up those claims? You know, it's easier freaking done than said. But going to the next picture though, or at least this one, with the update, because I looked at the old one, but I updated it. So I say very far. Okay, edit the video right here. It's simple. Be yourself. And if you don't care, like how I don't care, you wouldn't be in your feelings, putting all your life into trying to get at me. Sad. Do something you like for once, and then you'll start on the right path. Then you won't drive yourself insane. Got it? It's simple. Very, very, very simple. But he makes it seem like it's impossible to just be normal and act normal. So what can I say or do at this point? This guy's been just sitting there mad about video games for 10 years. He's spreading rumors and spreading lies to other people, telling other people things that are obviously clearly not true. I mean, if he doesn't prove anything he says, then how can anybody believe him? Because of the age demographic, because of the fan base, if there is one, because anybody that watches the Little Gamer Group, their audience, they're under 18. So, unless you can prove me wrong, I'm done here. Have a legendary grand day, everybody. That's all I got.